What's going on, and welcome back to Naptime Builder. Look, we're just hanging out in the shop. Look, y'all, I'm not a huge talker. I get nervous in front of people and all that. I try my best during the videos not to talk too much, but sometimes I find myself rambling about whatever we're having issues with or whatever, you know. Sometimes it goes a little further than I like. Then I catch it during the edits and I try to trim it down, but then I feel like I trim too much because I don't want details left out, but at the same time, I don't want to keep rambling on, just bore people to death. Just to give you a heads up, less than a minute in, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know I'm gonna be talking during this video. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a little over a year now, and I've never really just done a talking video where I told much about myself or did a whole lot of just, you know, saying what the future plans was, anything like that, who I am, what I'm about, or anything. So here we are. This is what we're doing. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I do wish you'd stick around. Hit that like button, show a little love, you know. I don't know, jump down there in the comment section, tell me I'm an idiot and I need to shut up and start working on something, because honestly, I probably need to shut up and start working on something. But I'm gonna try not to take up too much of your time. I just got a few things I was gonna go over. First, if you didn't know, yes, the name of the channel is Naptime Builder. I don't know how you didn't know, you know, because it's, you know, that's what I said at the beginning. But Naptime Builder, it comes from, look, I work 12-hour swing shifts. I work all the time in a paper mill. It's a very demanding job. Takes a lot of my time. A lot of overtime, a lot of get called in, blah, 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 whatever. Plus, ain't nobody working 12 hours gets a whole lot done at the house unless you don't get no sleep. And well, I don't get much sleep if you notice the bags under my eyes most of the time. That not getting sleep is the only way I have any time to do anything that I want to do. My name's Jacob, if you didn't know. Now you know, it's Jacob. But, you know, 37-year-old, starting to sound like I'm on a dating website or something. But I'm Jacob, 37, I got 2 kids. You know, my pride and joy, Tyler and Abby. They're 6 and 4. Married to a beautiful wife. She gives me a hard time, but it's warranted because I'm all the time picking on her. But I can't do nothing without picking, okay? But that's me. The way the whole Naptime Builder thing started is I've always just tinkered and loved messing with vehicles. And, you know, you can't have nothing stock, you know, you gotta at least do some wheels, drop it, raise it, whatever, you know, tint the windows, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then later on, I just got to a point where I started liking older vehicles a lot more. I mean, I think it's a whole lot cooler to take something old and make it look kind of cool and bring it back to life, really. Well, I guess my wife got tired of me just doing it to be doing it. And when I started the Jeep build over here, back when it was a 86 Ford Ranger and a 65 rusted out Jeep, well, I was always working on it. She tried talking me into then starting She tried talking me into starting YouTube then. You know, I'm, like I told you, I don't like talking. But I didn't do it until I'd already had the Jeep sitting on the chassis and stretched and all that before I ever even started. So I didn't really bother filming a whole lot of that to begin with. I wish I had. I really wish I had. Because that was a fun process, and maybe it would have eased my mind a little bit during that process, because I was flipping out, didn't know what I was doing, still don't know what I'm doing. But my wife tried talking me into starting YouTube then. She said, if you're gonna do it, you might as well make some videos on it. If anything, just catalog your progress and stuff. Who knows, some people might wanna watch it. I was like, oh, nobody wants to watch old country dude from North Alabama, you know, whatever. That's how I got started. It's all her fault. If you don't like my videos, then blame her, you know? I mean, that's it. But so it's just a hobby, and I make videos. Okay. I'm not doing this to plan on try to be rich, be one of these. I'll never be a Cletus McFarland or I'll never even be a sleeper dude or nothing like that. Anyways, I love those channels. Those are some of them and Puddin's Fab Shop. That's 3 of my top 5. Most definitely 3 of my top 5. Love them. Honestly, Sleeper Dude and Puddin', their channels mostly inspire me, I would say, from being where I'm at and what I like messing with, type of deal. But that's just how it all came about. But I'll never be a big one. I'll be big. I'm getting there already. But YouTube wise, I'm cool with that. I don't make no money. I got like 615 subscribers or something. Hey, and by the way, I appreciate every single one of you. If you send a comment or like it or anything like that, I appreciate the heck out of it. You have no idea how much I appreciate getting a nice comment saying, "Oh, I like what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. I love the channel, blah, blah, blah." All that. Love it. I show my wife every one of them. I get excited. It helps me come out here and want to do this more. But I'm not doing it for fame or anything like that. I just already done it. Might as well make videos, right? Now, if one day I get enough subscribers and get enough, the analytics work out just right, that maybe YouTube could possibly give me a check or two to help pay for some parts. Now that's what I'm talking about. Just give me some parts money. I'll be fine. You ain't got to pay my bills. I got a job for that. But that's how we got started. That's what I'm about. Okay. Honestly, I get nervous on this camera, even though it's just me out here sometimes, or well, all the time. It's just me. But that's just it. So I just want to give you an update, or tell you a little bit about myself. And then I'm going to give you an update on some things that we've done, things we got going on, and future plans. Okay. All right, so one thing we've done recently, well, what's it been? A couple months now, maybe. I built this, what I call the bougie chicken coop. She's doing great, works great. There's a run. Apparently, all the chickens are inside at the moment. It's a little toasty out here. I think the wind started blowing, scared them in there. But this is our run. It's an 8x20. There's our coop. I got these little flaps up here where we can adjust some airflow if it gets too hot for them. But honestly, with them down, they still get a good amount of air. And a little storage area. Then here's the birds. There's 2 right there. All right, y'all back up. Look, there's 2 right there. What y'all doing? What you got your leg up for? And then there's the others there. We only got 5 right now. We did have 6, okay? No, I did not have no predators or anything like that. You gonna do that for me again while you on camera? He just crowed at me. You gonna do that for me again? Huh, biggin? Huh? There we go. Now he's just showing out, doing it again. But we did have 6. Ended up having 2 roosters in the bunch, okay? If you know anything about chickens, they're getting close to laying and, breeding, whatever. But so he's just showing off now. He don't do it this much usually. But maybe he likes the camera. But they're getting closer to that age. Our big red rooster we had, he was not the dominant one over my yellow one there. And well, he was getting his butt kicked a lot. I felt bad for him, so I had a buddy at work, found him a new home. But that same buddy's got a few in the incubator for me that before too long, we'll have us a few more little chicks. That's the update on that. Look, coop's doing great. Chicken's doing great. They love it. Wife loves it. Next up, so what I call the wannabe Ninja Warrior playset has turned out to be like, kids absolutely love it. Let me just turn you around here. Kids absolutely love this thing. Every day it is not raining, they're out here swinging, jumping, climbing. They just absolutely love it. There's videos on this also. Go check that out. It's kind of simple. It definitely gets the job done though. He's still showing, excuse me. He's still showing out in there. But well, that's enough about all that mess. I didn't take no videos of my strawberry bed or my blueberry box that I built for my wife, so I won't worry about showing you those. Actually, there's the strawberry bed with the white cloth cover. It raises up, easy to get to, and the blueberry box right next to it. But back to what we're all here for, okay? The vehicles. Not really me talking, but the vehicles. This is my second gen Dodge. It's 2001. We recently, well, here a while, it's been about a year since we lowered it originally. We got 2-inch lowering springs on front. We tried the 3s, but it was too much. So 2-inch lowering springs on the front. We had 2-inch drop shackles in the back and 2-inch leaf spring shackle, or the front leaf spring shackle. So 2 inches there also. That would have been 4. It was still way up here. Okay, it was ridiculous. Looked like a dadgum raked out hot rod from the 70s or something. Ended up here recently, we did the flip kit and a C-notch. And when I lowered it originally a year ago, I did new, is it Bilstein? I can't remember. Shocks all the way around, but when doing the flip kit, I realized that one of my shocks is dented in real bad and it's not working. So that thing rides rougher than a daggum wagon. I mean, it's rough. It hits hard. There's no give in the back for bounce or anything like that. So we do have some air shocks on the way. We're gonna try those out because I still like to pull the trailer with it. I'm one of them, if I can't use the vehicle, I don't need it. So if I would have lowered it down and not been able to use it still, we might as well sell it. But I put a new engine in it last year. I ain't got but 1,500, 2,000 miles on it. So kind of don't want to get rid of it, you know. So, but I got some air shocks on the way. And I also got a fancy little rear view mirror with a camera and CarPlay and all that. We're going to install in that. You know, help me back that trailer up, or hook the trailer up, not really back the trailer up. I get tired of getting out 100 times. You can't see crap. Okay, sorry, I've been rambling a lot. Okay, that's half my stuff right there though, if not more. Next, the V55. I love this truck. It was very rough when I got it. Also got it from my dad. If you've heard me say a few times, 90% of my vehicles that I have got came from my dad because he had them all in the pasture along the fence, had to dig them out, clear them out, tow them. They're rough. And this thing was rough. He had bought it for somebody. He was going to do a project. Love my dad, but it's not ever really been the project car guy that he wanted to be. Not saying he couldn't be. He just didn't. I mean, I don't know. That's his thing. I don't know hate or anything. Just say it. But anyways, Dad had it for a good while. Project didn't go nowhere. He had already bought some not panels, but some patch panels and stuff. We did use them on the rear fenders. So we did the rear fenders. I did lower door, inner and outer patches on both doors. Other than that, I did have some patches for the front fenders. The front fenders ended up being complete trash. So I kind of bit the bullet and pulled out the old credit card. And we got new front fenders. Inner fenders was complete trash too. Had to get some of those. This front panel of the bed is new from L&C. We got a tailgate in the back here. That is the panel that goes behind the front bumper. We will not be running a front bumper. That is a smooth front panel. There's a new tailgate, and we got a new roll pan. There's parking lights, whatever. New running boards. That was complete trash. Everything. I tried to save everything, but I couldn't. Okay, so this is what she's looking like at the moment. Though we're getting ready for. This is spray can primer that's on it. All this gray is spray can primer. We'll be sanding down just a little bit and throwing on some automotive primer very soon. Very soon. I'm excited for that. Give you a little walk around. This is my baby. Still got the 9-inch, but it's a 9-inch out of a 71 Ford Ranchero. If you watch the videos, it is a 5-on-4. I dropped it down to a 5-on-4.5 instead of the 5-on-5.5 it was original, which went great with this Crown Vic front end that we put in it. That's just obviously 5-on-4.5. Like I said, new fenders. Hood is original. We got her smoothed out. Grill is original. Got her smooth. Well, you know, smooth as she gonna get. We will have to chop some of these front of the frames here so we can do our smooth panel. The front's up on them, so obviously it's up a lot higher in the front. Also, no motor transmission in it right now, so obviously she's up higher. But we patched all the floor panels. That was pretty rough, so had to do all that. But she's definitely coming along. Hoping sometime this coming week I can get this thing tore back apart. Right now it only has enough bolts in it to hold it partially together. But get it tore back apart and part by part, 2 or 3 at a time. We'll be using some automotive high build primer, black primer, and knocking these parts out, letting them do the thing. And then after that, I got the primer already. I got some colors on the way, okay? We're going British Racing Green, which is, if you don't know, it's a decently dark green. And over the top of that black primer, hopefully it'll be a little bit darker. So I've never painted a vehicle except for a rattle can, but she's not gonna be perfect because, you know, I'm not a professional. And well, she's already 10 billion times better than it was when I got it. So, you know, better than this is gonna be a whole lot better than what it was. All right, so we got the 289 that was in it. Came out of a 68 or 69 Torino, I think they told me. It was not running when I got it. It still needed to be wired up supposedly, but I don't know that it would have ran then. We're gonna be running, before too long, we're gonna be tearing the motor apart, getting ready to clean it all up, go through it, re-gasket, seal everything, making sure what's good and what's not, blah, 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 all that. I ain't never tore a motor apart either, okay? Just to let you know. I ain't never painted one with a gun, and I ain't never tore no motor apart and tried to rebuild it. So I guess you in for it, so. All right, moving on from that. Like I said, 289, it's a C4 transmission. I mean, we're just hoping she's, it's gonna be, I said the green. The grill, interior, and the wheels are gonna be gunmetal. Gunmetal gray and British Racing Green. Hopefully my mind ain't messing with me on that one, but I feel like in my head it looks good, you know? So hopefully we can make that come true. I got me a redneck. Well, it ain't quite redneck. I got a budget. I got a budget paint booth. I was going to get one of those inflatable paint booths, didn't want to spend $600-700 on something I may or may not use 2 or 3 times. So I'm going a different route. You'll see it in a video very soon. Now on to the Jeep. Like I said, it was started life as a 65 CJ5. If you know anything about them, they got that little bitty door, okay? I'm fat. That wasn't happening. Luckily, mine was rusted out, so I bought a cheap Ford Ranger, 86 square body Ford Ranger. We cut her, I cut her right here, added 12.5 inches in the doorway, cut her right behind the gas lid there. Added another 12.5 inches. 12.5, 12 3/4, something like that. She's right around 26 inches longer than she was originally, and she is sitting on a 86 Ford Ranger chassis. She's got a 4-link rear end with or a 4-link rear suspension with adjustable coilovers. Cheapest thing you can buy, I promise you. The ones I got anyways. So, they may or may not work. Right now she's got factory front suspension, but I do have some brackets and some adjustable coilovers for the front. We're gonna see how that goes. I forgot what website I got them off of, but they were the only ones I could find them on. So we're gonna try that, try to get it as low as we can. We're gonna do what we can do with what I got. If it don't get no lower, then, I mean, I'd love for it to be tuck and tire almost, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna get that low though, so whatever. Video ago, or well, 2 videos ago, I did a little instructional on installing the windshield from a dummy that ain't never installed a windshield. That makes a lot of daggum sense, don't it? I know. But anyways, we had to do the bucket seats, the little bomber style bucket seats. That's about the only way I could have as much room as I could have. This hump right here burnt me from the Ranger. Yes, I used the Ranger floor. The Jeep one was trash. So then in the back part of the floor back here, I used part of the bed floor out of the Ranger and patched all that back there because it was trashed in the Jeep. But that's what she is. She's sitting on some newer style Ford Explorer Steelies, which are 18s. I just painted them white, threw some hubcap or some center caps on them. Made my own little dash panel. I still need to do a glove box door. Okay. Now you caught up on the Dodge, the 55, and the Jeep. I told you about I recapped on the whole play set. Did a little review on the coupe and all that. Is that everything that I had in my mind? I think so, actually. Okay, I got one more thing. Future projects, okay? So, I got a couple things left on the Jeep here. Somebody needs to break down and give me about $900 for a drive shaft, okay? That's ridiculous. It's probably gonna go on a credit card for too long. But anyways, I need to get a drive shaft, because if you know, I broke the rear of the welds on the 4-link because your boy didn't have adequate power at his old house when welding it. Couldn't weld it hot enough. They broke easily. When they broke, I tried to get it a little bit further back up in the driveway. Drive shaft broke. That's gonna cost me. Anyways, right now she's welded back in. I need a drive shaft. Also, I did get oil pressure gauge going, but I had to add a gauge. I found right after that certain gauge senders for the coolant temp and the oil pressure that are supposed to work with the gauges that I bought over a year or so ago. They didn't offer them senders then with them, so I just had to find them separately because they offer them now. Big surprise. Anyways, that's where we're at on that. Sorry, y'all. This is going on further than I expected. All right, future projects. This ain't got much left, right? 55. She got a decent amount, but she's doable. Oh, also, I don't know if you know anything about the F100 Super Nationals and Grand Nationals and all that. They usually have in Pigeon Forge in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is right there next to Pigeon Forge, pretty much. My plan was to have this ready for F100 Super Nationals, which is in late September. Right now we're in June, early June. Is it early? Yeah, right now we're in early June, okay? June the 9th to be exact. It is not gonna be ready. There's no possible way I could get it done and test drive it for a little bit, making sure that it could make that run. There's no possible way. So I guess me and the family's going. I already made the plans. I already got a tiny house rented and all that. All I gotta do is get there. We just won't have a vehicle. And this will be the first time I've ever been to F100 Super Nationals or any F100 show other than Bumps and Dents in Mentone we went to last year and met F100 feller. That's my boy. I need to go check him out on TikTok. He's good. But will not make it. It'll just be me and the family. But I am hoping to get some shirts made, stickers, maybe some hats. Maybe we can sell a few while we're there if anybody wants one. That'd be nice. Last but not least. Last but not least, I got a 72 F100 there. I got another one behind the shop. Looks almost identical to it, just it's all red. That one's got a motor trans, the other one don't. That is supposedly a 73 F350. My plan is to make an F100 dually. No, they didn't make the beds with the flares. They had flat beds. I've yet to see one that was actually a dually bed. This is the other one. I had debated on chopping her down to a short bed, slamming it down. Who knows, Crown Vicking it or something, I don't know. There's a 71 Ford Torino. And there's a early to mid 60s International Lodestar 1600. My original plan was to take that International cab and front clip and set it on the dually chassis and then make a bed. But after realizing that the only F100 dualies I ever see are flatbeds, I kind of want to make a dually bed and have her dropped on down, maybe on some air ride or something. That is really the plan with that. So that's what the plan is with the dually. Maybe bag it, dually bed, paint job. I mean, it's a lot. I'm summing it up, but it's a lot. Obviously, I've been doing this in frame up, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But and hopefully, if I have enough parts, I can create a short bed F100 also. Do that and that out of the. Maybe get 2 trucks out of the 3. Okay, that's the plan on that. So that's. Y'all, I really just wanted to jump on here, tell you a little bit more about myself, kind of hopefully get a little bit more, I don't know, involved, I guess you would say. I don't know. And if anybody gives a crap, let them, get to know me a little bit more. And also catch you up on everything we got going on and let you know what the future looks like. Oh, also, that Torino back there, I got a 460 and a C6 transmission that needs gone through. I'm planning on, I'm saving them for that. I want that with a 460 in it. Oh, plans. But at least they're not just all sitting. We're messing with them. As soon as one gets out, we'll pull another one in. That's just what the plans are. But really and truly, I mostly just wanted to do a hopefully not too long video. I don't know how far this has been going. But I don't know. Let you get to know me a little bit more. Hopefully y'all reach out. comment, like, subscribe. I'd appreciate that. I've set a personal goal. I mean, it's not like whatever, but I set a personal goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Will we do it? I don't know, but hey, if you ain't got some type of goal, then what are you shooting for? But that's the plan. I don't care about money. I mean, as long as I got enough money to pay the bills, I'm good, and I got a job for that, so. I just want to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I like doing. This is me. I mean, it's real as it gets, really. If I ain't working, I got the kids. But my wife works too, by the way. But I mean, if I'm not at work, then it's me with the kids, and we got homeschool and all that. So nap time is where I get my time. Nap time, or if I'm just off and I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to come out here for a few hours before the kids get up. That's how I get stuff done. So some weeks I get more done than others. And so some weeks I have to try to get more videos out, or do a lot more work. That way I can be ahead, because I know that the next week is gonna be a rough one to get anything done. So this is me. That's what we got going on, you know. So hopefully somebody appreciated the video. Hopefully somebody actually watched all the way through. If you did, I appreciate you, for real. Because my analytics don't look too hot. My average is only, most of the time, 5 to, I ain't even got to 10. 5 to 8 minutes tops on average. That's not saying nothing against the ones who actually watch all the way through, because those ones that don't watch all the way through, it just skip here and there. That, you know, that messes up y'all's watching all the way through, for me, on my side anyways. But if you do watch all the way through, I really appreciate it. Honestly, if you just click on, hit the like button and click back off, I appreciate you too. I mean, it's whatever. I hope y'all have a great day. I need to cool off, sit in front of a fan. Fat boy, it's hot out here. Summertime is not fat boy weather, I just go ahead and tell you. We just got back from the beach, so it was rough. My goodness. But I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. I just gave you a heads up of some things coming along, okay? I got full brake system and everything on the way for the truck over here. Don't tell my wife. And, you know, I mean, paint, man, she'll be looking like a whole different vehicle here in just a couple weeks, I'm hoping. So, really appreciate y'all. I'm out.